Hey everybody, it's the Wandering Wizard, and if you don't know where I've been, because I've not been around. And because of this, I want to say sorry, but I also want to explain where I've been for the past couple of days, or past couple of weeks, I should say. I've been a complete bum. I'm gonna admit it right here. I've been laying in bed, binge watching YouTube videos, and also playing video games, kinda, very limitedly. In order to explain my drop off the face of the earth and why you probably won't see me for a while, has a lot to do with a dominoes effect that has happened, which is just a series of bad luck. So I want to kind of explain this before we move on. My computer has been completely demolished. And here's the video pretty much showcasing what my table looks like now. And if you notice that that's a different table, it's because the table kicked off the most craziest week I have ever had with my electronics. So first, while about to start up a Twitch stream for Wizards Unite, my table decided it was going to give away. It was just going to, it's done. It no longer wanted to work as the thing that holds up everything. When it started to collapse, it scared the mess out of me because I had my camera that I recently gotten, which is literally the most expensive thing I own, attached to the table. And I started sliding to the left and like doing the slow, like I'm giving up on life. And at that time, I had my computer, I had everything on there, my monitors, etc., etc. So I rushed over, grabbed my camera off the Manfrotto mount first, and then I went back to get my computer, and then it like kind of collapsed with the two monitors. Thankfully, I didn't lose the monitors. The monitors are fine, and I can still use them. So I proceeded to look into getting a replacement. I was on like a little teeny plastic table for a couple days. My wife, amazing as she is, ended up ordering me a lift table. So it was a lift table from Fully. It was pretty sure it's called a Jarvis. I chose a white top because I wanted the light to reflect off and hit me in the face, which is awesome. It's a beautiful table, and the ability to stand up and work on tasks is amazing. I've been using it to clean my PC parts. So after all that happened, I set up my little temporary setup. Another thing happened that could just completely push me over the edge. My Razer Naga mouse ended up just not working anymore. It just one day just didn't want to turn on, didn't want to do anything, didn't want to exist. So that prompted me to kind of rage. Ended up taking apart the Razer to see if I can fix it, and no, it's just dead for no reason. So then I decided, you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna take apart the entire computer. So I ended up taking apart the computer. Before this happened, I was trying to play a really intensive game called Star Citizen, and I was noticing that my CPU was throttling. So this meant that I couldn't get the speeds I wanted because it would hit a certain temperature and it throttled down. That had to do with just the case. The case I had was a Thermaltake level 10 case. That case came out probably before a lot of people I know were alive. Came out before a lot of people I know were alive. And so it's seen its fair share of work. None of the case fans in the case works. Half of the USB ports have been destroyed. That thing was just a piece of junk. So I took all the components out, I cleaned them thoroughly, and now I have on order a new case that's on its way. I got the Corsair X680, I believe. I'll leave a picture up so you guys can see it. And I also got a new mouse from Corsair. The reason why I'm just getting a bunch of Corsair items is because way back in the day, my water cooler for Corsair just died out on me. So I thought I would send it up to see if they could fix it, but instead they just gave me a brand new one. Ever since then, I just really like Corsair, and I've been working hard at getting nothing but Corsair items. So like my RAM is Corsair for the most part. I still need to change two sticks, but yeah. So the case is on its way. I now have a Corsair mouse on its way as well, and a Corsair cooler. The cooler, however, is on backstock, but this is why I've kind of been like out of commission. So my computer was not the main way I edited videos, but it was the main way I did a lot of Photoshop work and anything like that. Considering it was a really comfortable workflow. So I've been really discouraged from making any content because of that. But thankfully, in a week or two from now, I'm going to be back up and running. So I decided to take this time to just really bum it out and just relax and just like desensitize. The good thing about this is I've been able to watch other people's streams, which I hardly ever do, and catch up with friends. And, I feel like a bad friend, considering that a lot of people give, and I never give back because I just never had time to take the time to do that. This has taught me a lot, and going forward, I'm going to be making a bigger effort to just be there for people because that's really important. I just don't want to be this one-sided type of friendship. So that's been going on with me. Gaming has been really boring. My wife completely took over my Switch, so I don't have access to my Animal Crossing. Thankfully, her Switch is coming in today, so she's going to be jumping into Animal Crossing, and I'll be back playing Animal Crossing, which is going to tide me over until everything gets here. So, Community Day, I know I missed Community Day. Community Day I did participate in, and to me, I literally just Fred Weasley and George, they just looked like sponges to me because during that entire event, they were soaking up all of my energy. I haven't left this house, so where am I getting the energy from, right? They destroyed my energy, and it was like really rough. So shout out to Gita Lovegood. Shout out to a lot of other wizards out there that have been sending me gifts with energy in it like crazy. You guys are amazing, and literally I couldn't have done any of these events, especially the event, the new brilliant event that's going on right now. I wouldn't be able to participate in if not for you guys, because that's where I'm getting, I'd say 85% of the energy that I'm getting is from you guys and your gifts. So thank you for that. I think I had a lot of different questions, and I'll save it for another video. If I do make another one, I'll probably end up starting to do like a what's going on with me vlog. So I ran into a question on Twitter where the person expressed that he didn't want to participate in a run if the people in that run or high tier run, if they were going to use brilliant runestones. And for some reason I got triggered, and I was just like, why would you, like, what is the difference? So I want to leave this question to you guys. Using level 1 brilliant runestones in higher levels, what are your thoughts on that? Like, would you immediately leave and back out of the room if someone did that, if you're like in the high chambers, like a forest chamber, or would you stay and stick it out with the person and just play through? Because I would play through. That's just me. I would use whatever runestone I wanted to use, and I would play through. I'm really curious about like where you guys stand on that and your thought process behind it, and maybe later on down the line we could probably expand on it and really talk about like why you would do that. Because for me, I don't know, I guess I'm a little sensitive from Ingress, like the I don't want to label it because I feel like I misspoke when I labeled it like elitist mentality, but it definitely puts a sour taste in my mouth, and it's more likely because I don't understand why someone would do this, like why you would take this stance. Yeah, maybe I'm a little salty from people leaving the fortress when I'm in there, but all right, we're gonna leave it at that. Down below, I'm going to link also a study ASMR vid from the Hogwarts library that I ran into. I've been using it to just pretty much chill out and draw and stuff while listening to some really cool ambient noise. It seems to be what gets the gears flowing, which is pretty awesome. The current event right now was pretty awesome. I finished it. I'm not done with the bonus event, but I did run into a little issue with like I'll leave the picture up below. I ran into an issue with one of the missions where I wanted you to get the snitch, and I was getting like 1 or 2 encounters per tonic trace, and it was just really not fun. It was not fun at all. I ended up spending 2 days dedicated to tracking down the amount of snitches and it wasn't even a lot. It was like 10, I believe. Before finally finishing that and able to move on to the bonus. Since then, they already updated the game to 2.13, and I mean, you can find some amazing resources on trying to figure out all the intricacies to the new update with all the amazing YouTubers that are out there posting content. Expecto Go, Gita Love Good, Poke Fodder, etc., etc. But for me, the one thing that I would highlight out of this update for me is definitely easier access to the red books. I don't think people understand how profound it is that the time you spend in the fortress is not wasted when you get an extra of anything. It goes immediately towards family XP, which levels you up, which then gives you 2 of those red books every time you level up. So, yes, the easier access to red books is insane. I was even able to get further along in my skill tree progression, to where now I think I need one more upgrade to max out my professor, and I don't even know if I'm gonna hold on to the 2,000 pages that I have right now. And I think a lot. I think it's like 67 green books. So that when the next book comes out, I can just spam that, because I don't think I'm gonna be any other class other than professor, or start working on another class. If I were to go into another class, it'll probably be or Magizoologist. I think Magizoologist is pretty fun as well. I wanted to learn how that goes, but I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Are you guys maxing out other skill trees, or are you saving up so that when that next book drops, you're going to be able to push as far as you can into that next book when the game, eventually updates? So that is it for me, guys. That's what's going on with me. I'll leave again like the videos of like what my table and stuff looks like. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Very anticlimactic. Haven't been going out. I think I've been out like once or twice, and it's just to run food to family. You guys, make sure you guys are staying safe, stay inside, and I hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, so comment down below with the questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.
No, your ears do not deceive you. The entire block is having a party. There's like 3 or 4 separate block parties going on right now. It's amazing.